click on that. Bizatch. And that one.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
Now, funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Yeah, I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure. That monkey's might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
Nothing like having monkeys fly out of your butt on a Sunday.
Nah, nothing like that.
It's just something that some people just look forward to. You know what? I'd like to have a monkey fly out of my butt. Which is better than the opposite, because that would be just wrong. We don't even go there. That's not a Sunday topic.
I mean, but in order for a monkey to fly out of your butt, it had to get there at some point, so the opposite has to happen first.
That's right. That's right. Sometime, basically, they're going to write the story saying, dude got a monkey in his butt. Which, don't be that guy.
This is
okay.
very... You know, my last show ended weird. Your show's starting
It's the way
weird.
this is the way we do it. It's just like one big circular motion on Sunday, May 25th, 2014, Dune and Bob Show with John in the house.
Yeah.
And funky bass. That's what it is. This is what happens. This is the sound of a monkey coming out of the butt. No. I guess.
Maybe a funky bass playing
Maybe
monkey.
funky butt. That's right. Funky monkey butt. Hey!
Funky.
There. I'm going to use that.
Butt.
Dune and Bob Funky Monkey Butt Show. Live. Large in charge. Day before Memorial Day. Which means, yay, no school tomorrow.
And also means, yay,
No.
I can have
Actually,
some
I don't
beers
go to-
tonight.
You know what? I don't go to school, so it doesn't matter.
No.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Is beer night? You know what? You know what tonight should be, John?
What's that?
You know what it should be? Are you ready? Uh-oh, what the hell is this? No, I do not want to install a new version.
Oh.
No. Don't install.
No. No. There will be no installing happening here.
Holy crap. Hey, whoa.
More funky monkey butt. All right.
I didn't realize I was on like loop of monkey
You're on a
butt
funky
bass.
monkey butt
That's right.
bass loop.
This is the monkey still trying to get out. Bass loop. Oh, there we go. I'll turn it off. Yeah, I always hate that. That either happens. Either Windows wants to update, or in this case, it's the broadcast part of it. You know, would you like to close? Would you like this to close down for? At least it asked me. You know what? Skype wouldn't. What would happen with Skype? I'd just look up and it'd be gone. And then it would turn back up and nothing would work.
Exactly.
It'd be sort of like last time. I'd have all of a sudden I'd have Venison Mike. I'm going, hey, we're going to go down to the road and find out what we're going to do here. You know, that's my. I had no idea I had a Venison button on my mixer, which I've got to be careful because actually what I'm doing, and I think you realize what I'm doing, I'm actually pushing the button that turns the microphone on and off, which is not a very smart thing to be doing because that's not a button you want to bust.
No, that's what the mute button.
Well, yeah, or the select, whatever. It's that button. I'm pushing that button over there.
That
which
button
is
over there.
That one that if it's broken will make you sound like that. That's what it would make me sound like.
Well,
how many
channels? How many channels on your board do you have that you're not using?
I guess I do because I got when Bob was here, I got his channel that's not being occupied. And then I got the Holly channel, which is my wife, and then there's actually 3 more. So I got 4. You're right. I could just make my own.
See, basically I've got, let's see, stereo pair 910 is my Skype, stereo pair 1112 is the turntable, 1314 is the computer, 15, 16 is Team Talk, or you.
Nobody likes you, Johnny. See, I've only got 2 stereo
So,
players,
so I've got channels 2 through 8 not being used at all.
So you got all kinds of buttons you could bust.
When 1 dies, it moves over into 2. When
That's
2
right.
dies, it moves over to 3. When 3 dies, moves into 4.
That's right. And after that, you're in trouble. Then
Yeah.
you and then after that,
8.
eBay. After that's
8.
eBay.
Yeah,
That's right.
after that is dig out the old Behringer.
That's right, and chuck it into place. No, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I had to do.
And then find out that that doesn't work anymore after sitting in a box unused for a few years.
Yeah, because that's what sucked with mine is I had to since I only have 2 stereo channels, I had to use one of them for you basically.
Right.
And I had to pair those together. So nobody's like, what the hell are they talking about pairing and channels and
I can
stuff.
pair any of these together, really.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I understand. I just remember my faders that are supposed to be automatic aren't quite as automatic as they used to be because they're a little old.
When
I
they
don't
get
know what I'm going
old,
to do.
they
When it
don't
comes
move
time
like
to
they used to.
I always wonder about that when it comes time to replace the mixer. What am I going to do? God, there's so many out there now, and I just I hate to learn all over again. I fear change, when it comes to stuff like that.
That's
something
why, and that's why you use Apple.
I'm over. Well, I'm actually there now. Yeah, it's working. That's right.
And yet you keep buying more Apple products.
I keep buying. Well, you know what? I like it though.
It's
a challenge.
If they made a touchless toilet seat, you would buy it.
Absolutely. Especially if it had the option of Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have Bluetooth
Now-
that close to mine.
Now, where does Bluetooth come into play on a toilet?
Let's
seat?
think about that. Let's map that out.
I mean, is that like one of those fancy heated
first of all,
toilet seats that sprays water and then you install the app on your phone?
Hey, don't tease me, bro. I've never had one of those, but willing to learn.
Because I'm thinking water up your butt's probably more pleasant than a monkey up your butt.
I'm not talking up. I'm talking on the butt.
On the
If
butt.
you had a monkey come out of your butt, though, you'd probably want some water spraying on your butt afterwards. Just guessing.
Just guessing.
Just thinking. But I don't know how that works, though. Maybe it controls if it is like what are those things called a bedazzle or bidet.
A bidet.
Yeah, ooh, no, you don't want a bedazzle on your butt. Don't bedazzle your butt.
No,
And
you don't want the optional
If you're one of those
bedazzle.
people out there that likes to do weird crap like that, hey, don't be calling me going, what you got against people bedazzling their butt? Not me. It's
you
fine.
know what?
If you want to do that, if you want to glue sparkly bits on your backside, that's a lot of bees.
I need to find out if there is. Oh my God! If you Google bedazzled butt on Google
God,
Images, a picture
it's
of
there.
a bedazzled butt comes up.
Marvelous. See, you know what? You would think that we were talking about bedazzled butts before the show. No, we weren't.
No.
And of course, Sir Mars has to come back with what in the butt. don't know why you're saying that, but hey, bedazzled butt. You know what? I never thought. I guess if you just sat down in the wrong place, you too could have a bedazzled butt.
Now, to be fair, there's only one picture of a bedazzled butt. The rest of the pictures are not bedazzled butts.
Hey, so you people out there wanting to get on the bandwagon, here it is. That's
There's one.
Yeah, you could be the next one in line to have that come up.
There's one bedazzled butt. So if you want to be bedazzled butt number 2.
Somebody somewhere was bored.
Yeah.
Some people like myself, we care about how much Visine costs per gallon. Some people bedazzle their butt. That's the way it works. That's what happens. But I don't know. Bluetooth eye touchless. Maybe that's the part of it. Maybe that's it. It senses you coming. Wait. It senses you heading towards it.
Right. So this is something that you and the missus. It knows whose phone is approaching it, so that way it knows whether to lift up automatically or lower itself automatically.
That right there would be actually one of those things I wouldn't need because I'm fairly well trained about the whole toilet seat thing.
Well, now you can untrain yourself if you have that.
Yeah, I've actually learned that. I don't know where they got drilled. I guess it's because I had a sister. Maybe that's what it is. You had a sister, right? You have a sister, right?
I have 2 sisters.
Okay, so you've learned that. You've learned that lesson.
Well, I didn't have to learn a lesson. To me, you know what? I never had a problem.
It's that shriek in the middle of the night.
I never had a problem with leaving the seat up. I just always put it down because I'm one that always, puts things back as they're supposed to be. Actually, that's not true. But for some reason with the toilet seat, it always is. And I don't think I was ever trained for that. I think I just do that. Because that's how it should be.
Actually, I could figure out religion. You just have to ask a person, have you ever had a partially used roll of toilet paper on the back of your toilet seat, on the back of your tank? If the answer is no, then your toilet seat probably gets put down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for certain things I'm a slob about, and certain things I'm over the top about. Like, for example, grab any of these CDs out of my CD shelves next to me, and you open up the case. The CD is inserted in the case, pointing the right direction.
Isn't that funny how that works?
And it always drove me nuts. My dad never did that. Bam! And I'm like, why are you putting it in part way upside down? But I never said that because it's not worth that.
I understand. I'm like that too. My wife even mentioned something to me about that the other day. We were downstairs getting ready to watch something on TV, and I went up and got the big glass wipe thing to clean off the big screen TV.
Uh-huh.
And she had to mention. She goes, you won't clean your toilet upstairs, but you'll clean the TV off, my guy. Something to that effect. And I thought,
well, I want to look at the TV. I don't necessarily want to look at the toilet.
That's the whole point. Yeah, it's just there. I know it's there. I just have to glance at the toilet. I have to stare. I don't stare at the toilet.
If my eyes have to look at it, I'll clean it. But it doesn't need to be clean for my
And by the way,
butt to be pressed up
I'm not
against
talking
it.
about scary clean. I'm talking about maybe, just a little clean. Maybe rust spot type of clean there.
I see.
I don't want you people thinking that, I've got this, filth-grown, scary claw. Nothing like that. But
no, nothing like that.
No, what Sir Mars says something about a disco ball. I'm not sure what he's talking.
Disco ball? What?
This
in
is
the
what
bathroom,
happens.
Maybe?
Now I know what it's like with your show when I send you a message and an hour later you read it.
It's like, what were we talking about?
What was that? What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Monkey butt. I don't know.
Monkey butt.
Yeah. You can weave a monkey butt into about anything, I guess. Even they got this.
We're going to test that theory.
We will. We'll just randomly call people and say, hey, so what is your opinion about monkey butts? It'd be interesting because where does it go from there? Where does that focus go? Because somewhere, it could be if you have an expectant mother, they might be thinking, because they do have stuff called anti-monkey butt cream, which is supposed to be used on babies.
I see.
Oh, I see. He says bedazzled butt. There's a disco wherever you go.
Oh, disco butt.
Disco butt.
Ball butt.
Disco
there
ball
you go.
butt. There you go.
Like you put all the mirrors on the butt, and you got to be very careful there because mirrors are glass.
That's true. The whole glass thing. Yeah, you don't. Well, it's one of those things when you make the top 10 of an emergency room discussion that next night when they're all drinking, going like, "You're not going to believe what this guy pulled out." Of course, my monkey. I don't know.
Guy tried to bedazzle his butt with
yeah, and let a monkey do it. There,
let a monkey do it.
Yeah,
here we
something
go.
like that. Eye touchless toilet seat, though. I don't know. I guess it controlled if it was water. Cause, I have noticed on Woot, which is one of my favorite sites, but Johnny's is not as much anymore.
It does. I don't like some of their practices, but I actually bought some random Woot shirts recently.
I still like Woot. They have a lot of cool stuff. One thing about the Woot shirt thing, since they have grown and been absorbed, for lack of a better term, the shirts are a lot more available. I mean, it's not like it was where once they were gone, they were gone.
I appreciate that. Although there are certain designs they don't bring back. For example, they don't offer orange as a color for a shirt anymore. So any past orange shirts, gone.
Gone.
You can't order orange because, like my hot cakes, they're selling like themselves T-shirt. I would never be able to buy a replacement one because it's on an orange shirt.
That was an orange shirt. Well, that's interesting. Someone has a phobia of orange shirts or something. But they have lots of. The one thing about it is now the app that I have on my iPad, iPhone, whatever. I mean, it's massive. You just drill into this thing. It just goes level after level after level after level. Where it wasn't before. It was just a thing. You'd go and look, and it was there. Hey, that's cool. But they have all kinds of cool, stuff like that. Where you just, you look and look and look and look and look, and then go, oh, damn, I missed it.
But they did have a random on the last Woot Off. They at one point on the shirt had you can get 2 random shirts for a good price, and so I ordered random shirts for me, and
I've never done the random shirt thing. Do you get to pick a size on the random shirt?
Yeah, you pick the size. So I ordered 2 of the pairs, so I got 4 random shirts on the way, but 2 are for me and 2 are for the missus.
So you just have no idea. These could be anything.
Right, anything. That's how they get rid of like their extra stock, and it could be interesting. Now, my favorite was on April Fool's, because usually when they do the random shirt, they have a picture of a white shirt with a blurry yellow question mark.
The fuzzy, blurry shirt, right, correct.
Right. So on April Fool's Day one year, they sold white shirts with a yellow blurry question mark on them.
That's pretty freaking cool. See, I never knew that.
Which people look at it, see the picture, and go, oh, it's a random shirt. Click on the buy, and then that actually shows up in the mail. Which I thought, because I actually didn't realize I was buying a blurry question mark shirt. I thought I was buying a random shirt.
So you've got one of these then?
I bought one of them, and I wear it.
I gotta imagine it's pretty rare then. That's pretty cool.
I don't know how rare it is, but
well, come on,
it is
for
cool.
me. That's one of those things for myself because I've been a Woot fan for so long. That
now Kristen actually got one of the Woot design on the shirts. The green shirt with the question mark logo. No, not the exclamation point logo. I mean,
okay, the Woot. That
yeah,
one.
so she's got an actual Woot shirt for one of her random shirts, and that's cool.
It's amazing. No, one thing about it is, I mean, it never was. I mean, when you bought stuff from them, it wasn't like it took a long time to get stuff. Shirts were a little bit.
Shirts.
They took a little while. I think what they did is they had their sale, and then they would make them. I think they probably did just how long they took. But nowadays,
well, they also offer express shipping on their shirts for extra. So if you want to get people to go for that, you can't make the standard shipping be fast.
That's true. And that's a very good point. But the one thing, since they've been assimilated by Amazon, I guess, which I didn't know until you told me, I had no idea. Actually, I one of the clues I got is I started seeing things show up in Amazon boxes. And it was happening quick. I mean, some of the stuff I bought on Woot, I mean, it was like, literally get it, order today, get it next day. Or not next day, but the day after. I mean, it was crazy fast. And it's like, whoa, how'd this happen?
Right.
And that's Amazon. I didn't realize that they were, it kind of makes you wonder. It's almost like that's Amazon's new, get rid of our shit stuff. Sorry.
Could be.
Wow. Yeah, they need.
No, here's a business that's making money. We want to cut of that. How much?
Okay, you're right. Yes, but it also helps to get rid of the stuff, though. Need Woot Prime. They said that's what Sir Mars says.
You take all their leftover crap, throw them into random boxes, and people get furious when they don't have the opportunity to buy it.
That's right. You know what? If they're making money off that, they should do more, shouldn't they? Because I've never even come close to being able to get the bag of crap. Never, ever, not even.
No, they just
ever.
don't.
Because I don't know. You followed it enough. You used to be, you knew when and when it was going to happen, and I never did. I would sign on. It was there, and it was. I just wonder back in the early days.
It was easier.
Back in, of course, then they had didn't they come out with a program or something that would watch for something like that?
But you still have to. Well, it doesn't order it for you. It alerts you to when it's available, and then you could go click on the buy it button, and then the page doesn't load because their servers crashed.
Oh, I see.
That's generally the way.
Whoa! Excuse me. Sorry. God.
Everything all right over there?
Yeah, I just had a big little clap of thunder, kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Oh, you got some storms going over there.
Which is really good to have around all my electronic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, can we get you to stand outside with an eye antenna, maybe?
Yeah, that's all I need now. I would be then sporting the new iFro.
There you go. An iFro.
me and Venison could hang out and be buds then. All I do is
you have more hair than Venison. So.
Well, but I don't have a lot. Is he bald? I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not completely bald, but he's got the bald spot going.
I wasn't sure. Grape soda, I'm ready to go. But I digress. But yeah, wow, that was a big. I wasn't ready for that. I usually don't get freaked out. It's one of those things that it shook the house, and it kind of. It's like, hey.
Yeah.
Now, at least this house doesn't shake near as much as the old place.
Well, yeah.
That one you could actually see an audible lean, when you had the place I could actually put the wheels on and drive it away if I so desired. This one here, not so much. But.
No, you'd have to put some big wheels on there, and I don't know how the basement falls into that.
Yeah, it'd get kind of ugly. It'd look, Yeah, I don't even think of the whole, the balloon thing from Up.
Yeah,
you only get you only get half the house is the problem. Something like that. The rest of it has to stay behind. Oh man. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to think. All this week. No, what I was going back to what I was talking about. I said what you could do to dollar bin special on a Sunday night. There you go. There's a thought for you. Drink your beer.
Well, if I was going to do a show last night, but Mars wasn't around, and
I didn't even see
the shows are so boring.
Mars wants to do a show tonight.
He does?
Absolutely, don't you, Mars?
Well, I don't even know if he's going to be around to do a show tonight. I'll ask him. Yesterday,
I'm just saying that'd be kind of.
Yesterday, I saw Mars online. He was idling, but he was online. So I figure I'll send him a message and go show tonight. And as soon as I sent the message, he went from idle to available, and then logged out. And it's like,
I can't imagine what that means.
So I had a vision of him running out of the apartment, far away as he could.
Hell no.
So
actually, what it is, if he's idling, what that means is he was walking past his computer, heard it go doink, and he went over and checked it and went boom.
No,
and then logged off.
We're turning that off now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
So Mars did not want to do a show last night. Or actually, I think he was actually not.
Oh, he's at his
home.
sister's, is what he says. That's what the deal is.
Oh, there we go. Mars and his sister can join us.
He's at there you go. That could
there
be fun,
you go.
Fun stuff. We could get all those stories that he won't tell us.
Yeah.
All the sister stories. Oh my God, back when he was, those things. I don't know. Everybody gets those weird sister stories.
Yeah.
My sister's 10 years older than me, so I think my weird stories is just, get out of my damn room or something. I don't know. Too long ago. Well, man, so if you get to, I don't know. It's been a while. How long has it been? It's been at least 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've got so much quad stuff I'm sorting
You got a lot
through.
of quads. I was going to say
it's like, what? I can't do a show tonight? Oh, that's fine. I got plenty more stuff to do.
Got to convert.
Yes.
It's like instead of collating, you're converting quad.
Yeah.
I don't know. That almost sounds like code words for something. What are you doing? I'm going to go home and convert some quad. There's probably somewhere that's like some word for cooking meth.
Cooking meth.
Yeah, or something like that, Well, there was a Cops episode where a guy had a dude's phone, and he's reading the messages. He goes, so what's this mean? And he starts to read off, hey, I need a cup of this or a slice of that, whatever they were using for their terminology or whatever. And I even have to wonder, that'd be my luck, or your luck, that would be.
Right.
The converting quad actually, meant for something like that. And of course, all NSAs are now trained going, because they have nothing else better to do, and mess with us.
Oh, hey, Mars reminded me of something that I meant to bring this up today, and I forgot, and luckily Mars reminded me, because Facebook reminded me of this. I got to pull out a file right now here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got to...
Let's all join in
and
make this day perfectly happy indeed.
See if I can guess who this is now. I did not get a notice for this, so this must not be anybody I know.
No, you wouldn't get a notice for that because he's dead to you.
Oh, no.
Venison's birthday.
Him. I thought it was the other dead guy.
Yeah,
we know a lot of dead guys.
No, there's a guy who's dead to me, and there's a guy who's dead to you.
That was the confusion.
Yeah.
That was a totally different. I see. So Venison's what, 72? Something like that.
Something 72. What are we counting centuries? Or,
I don't know. It was sucks. We can't even randomly call the guy.
No, we.
That's what sucks. I mean, it'd be just nobody. It'd be like silence. We don't have a phone number. I guess he had a phone number at one time.
You would think he would have, or the house may have had a phone number at one time.
Well, there was a Skype number.
It's the funny thing is when you don't pay the phone bill so many months in a row, you don't have a phone number anymore.
Let's see. You know what we do have here? Here, let's do this. Offline with voice messaging. Hey, we'll send him a birthday message.
Yes.
Does he have a voice
memo? There we go.
Remember, this is a computer Skype phone because it's all I have at the moment. This just means that I'm not online right now, but I will be soon.
So there we go.
Please leave a message, and I will get back to you.
Okay, you can pop that up.
Thank you.
What's up, dude?
Hey!
Even though you're dead to me, I still wish you a happy birthday.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes, we were trying to guess how old you were.
I still listen to people that aren't around. Actually, I've listened to a few shows, and they haven't been too bad because he hasn't went there.
Yeah.
So Dune's been listening. So happy birthday, Venison.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hope things are going well.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what your avatar is on your picture. It looks like I don't know what it looks like.
Is it monkey butt?
It could be a monkey butt.
Okay.
It could be.
It could
Anyway,
be some monkey butt.
Have a good one, man. Get a pizza. Or I'll send you. Should I send, can you send him? No, it's Sunday. We can't send him a pizza.
Maybe we can fax him a grape soda.
We'll fax you a grape soda. Oh, that's so racist.
No, he likes grape soda.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you're thinking.
That's true. We're wide face. All right. Take care, bud. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. There. Now I can make the highlight reel of his next show.
Of course, when he goes to play it back, it'll be like, "Hey, happy birthday, man."
See, you've got a venison button too.
Funny thing is that while I'm pushing the button, I'm also doing it with my voice.
I do that too.
I don't know why.
You find yourself doing that because you don't think the thing can do it by itself. Methuselah is jealous of Venison's age.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's what Sir Mars writes in. I'm so proud I was able to read that and understand what you were saying.
Yeah, he sent that to me too. That's what reminded me.
Well, he sent it to you in case I went Methuselah, in case I read it wrong.
Yeah,
which didn't always happen, but no. So we won't say how old he is because I don't know. And for a guy who is in his mid-centuries, myself, I have no room to talk. So really, I should just.
Mars and I, on the other hand.
I should take a big pill of shut the hell up, and you guys can take a big pill of you're older than me, Dune. And so.
Well, I think we've determined that Brian Blues is probably the oldest on the
That's
network
true.
at this point.
That's true because you almost have to, you almost put us in the age group of, let's say 8-track tapes.
Yes.
That would be a good one. Johnny knows what an 8-track tape is. I actually had a car with an 8-track tape.
Well, the thing is
I
that
guess,
when
did you? No, you didn't. Yours had a cassette.
I've always considered 8-track before my time, but when I go back into like the 8-tracks that I've owned that were my dad's collection, I don't remember him bringing them home new, but there were some tapes that he bought in the like 81, 82, so the early 80s, they were still making them and selling them.
Well,
and
my
dad was still buying them.
Well, I was going to say I graduated '82. And my car, when I was 16, had a working 8-track, which I bought 8 tracks for it.
Right.
Now I think about the time.
See, I wasn't shopping for music in the early 80s, so I don't know what the record stores looked like.
I think I had switched to cassette by the time I was a senior.
I would think
for
that
at least
by
2
the early,
years, at least 2 years, I had 8 tracks though.
I would think by the early 80s, I guess they were still in the stores because my dad was still buying them. But I would think that there was a small section marked down, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're probably right because that's the whole thing is between the because I still miss, and I wonder if you can still buy them. When you go in the stores and they had those places where you got the 8 tracks, which was the the things with the plexiglass holes in them. That's what
I've got one of those.
Do you have one? Really?
Actually, I think I told my dad, go ahead, throw that out. I don't know if he got around to throwing it out because it took up too much space. After a few years of having this thing, I was like, I don't want it.
Is this one that goes? Does this go against a wall, or is it the big A-frame looking thing? Which one?
It would go against the wall.
But still huge, bulbous,
yeah. Because Gothard got 2 of them, and he gave me one. And when I went up to visit him, his mother was very clear that you're taking that with you, right? That is getting out of my living room when you leave, right? And
something in the living room like that. But the whole thing is, if you had enough 8 tracks to actually fill something like that.
Oh, I had to. No, the thing was too small. Actually, I have too many 8 tracks.
Before we go too far, let's digress a little bit because there's probably a few people out there that have no freaking clue what we're talking about. Back in the day, to keep the shoplifters from walking out with the tapes, the tapes were actually in a case that contained holes that were big enough to put your hand through, but not big enough to pull the tape back through. And that's how you looked at the 8-tracks. As you would reach in, you could grab it, and you could turn it around and look at the back of it.
Well, this thing had a compartment for each tape, and they would kind of like, you could move them like they were like kind of hinged on there, so you can kind of flip them up or flip them to the side depending on what direction it was hung.
Yeah, I guess that's not the type I'm thinking of. The ones I'm thinking of, just literally, it was a rack with these things and many holes that were about every 12 inches.
I see.
That you'd reach your hand through, and it didn't look. I mean, we're talking about two different things, maybe possibly.
It sounds like similar ideas, but a little different. But the point is, I had this big rack that held 8-track tapes.
Okay.
And
well, they had the same. They started to use the same deal with cassette tapes, but what they had to do is they had to then put the cassette type tape into this big thing that it locked into that was like plastic that would make it big enough that it itself could not come through the hole. So that
I remember they put cassettes in these big plastic things and they just left them in the rack that way, but it was because it was a big long plastic thing that you couldn't fit in your pocket.
Right. Yes.
And they were always you get them home and you spent the next hour trying to cut the tape out of this damn thing.
Well, they were supposed to take those out for you, I always thought, but I don't know. It's just odd. I never was a larcenist kind of person. I would never think about going to steal stuff like that now. But which is really funny. I would never walk into a store and steal music. But I'll let Johnny store his music on my drive if he so desires.
Right.
Which is totally legal and not stealing, by the way. So there.
No, it's an off-site backup.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. So I don't know. It's really kind of strange to think about. But I guess that was expensive stuff. I mean, if for a store, if you lost a couple of tapes, I don't know how much they cost back then. I have no idea. But too many of them. I mean,
probably like $8-9, something like that. I seem to recall advertisements. For can't tell things. The 8-track is $1 more than the record.
The only thing I really remember is back when I used to buy in my radio station days of high school was when we would go buy singles that were 99 cents. They were $1. They were $1. That's what they cost.
Right.
For the 45. Back when they had those.
And now the MP3 is $1.
There you go. So it's the same thing. But I'm just saying, I don't remember what the tapes were though, or whatnot.
Although with the MP3 you only get one song, with the 45 you got two. So they doubled the price.
Which now meant something because as I said, they may should do that on the 45 on the MP3s. The flip side, the free one.
Yeah. You should get a flip allow you to.
You know what?
Pick up a flip side.
I just realized something. I have. Oh, that's not good. I've lost my pen.
Chris, and that means someone has to mark which songs are good songs and which songs are not as good songs on an album, so that you can't buy like two A-side songs.
I'm gonna have to use.
Have to buy an
my
inferior
big bulbous
song.
Sharpie for this.
Bulbous.
I didn't mean to write bulbous, and I just did. Why did I do? Thank you. Get out of my head, Johnny. Dang it.
Let's see how many times I can make that happen.
How many times I can mix that happen. Let's see.
Bulbous.
MP3.
Are bulbous.
Flip side. Stop. Flip side. Free. There. That's our idea. I think we should run with this.
Yes.
I think for you people out there, you know what? We know people that can make this happen.
Yeah.
Damon.
There we go.
Damon has songs.
You know what? Damon released a single, no flip side. What's up with that?
Oh, that's it.
He
could be the first. He could be the first cat to start doing that.
If he doesn't make a flip side, I'll make a flip side for him.
Now, see, Sir
we've
Mars
got
has a
the
good.
isolation
Sir Mars
to do
says,
it.
"What if I gave you the two MP3s for $1? Give you one good one, one crappy one, whatever." That's kind of what they did. That flip side, it wasn't like it was their number 2 song.
No, exactly. It was.
They didn't expect it. And think about it. What happened with those flip side records? They've made complete episodes of Dollar Bin specials.
Oh yeah.
That's what's happened.
In fact, there were times where they made a point to make sure that the flip side was,
so crappy that nobody
would never get played, because if you're trying to promote something on the radio, you don't want the DJ playing the wrong side messing with your promotion plan.
That's true.
So
I
you
thought
know
about
that you would throw like a really you throw away song on it, or you'd put something in reverse on the flip
which
side.
I think that's where basically you're going to get Yoko Ono going. Oh, that's so terrible.
Well, that was just John
Sorry
Lennon
for
being
you
John
Yoko,
Lennon.
For you Yoko fans out there,
That was not quite enough Yoko-esque enough. That was
that was a little too good for Yoko. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, Yoko was more screeching ears.
A little too in tune.
My brain is not cracked in half, so you are clearly not in the right frequency range. But no, that was just John being John, because he loved Yoko's music because he was.
Look, honey, you're on a record.
Well, she recorded her own album. I mean, when John Lennon put out the Plastic Ono Band album, Yoko Ono put out a Plastic Ono Band album.
She was actually way ahead of the curve because now they got that the lady that recorded the dude that had the football team talking about, and she's wearing like the welding thing.
Right.
Yoko had that long ago. They just weren't quite as big. Didn't she have great big bulbous looking? There you go. Damn it.
Bulbous.
Yeah, looking, sunglasses that were like that. I thought she did. She always wore those around.
Yeah.
So she was ahead of her time there.
Gazebo.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. All that fun stuff. But I don't
Spatula.
know. That's right. I don't have that Sharpie in my hand.
Mucklux.
Yeah, bulbous mucklux.
Blubber.
No, stop. There we go. No written stuff down there. We'll get Lucky and Venison will call in.
Yeah.
I'll give him the old right left thing.
There we go.
The old no.
The old right left. What? He'll be the left. You'll be the right. What?
Yeah.
I'll actually be somewhere in the middle.
Speaking of the other person who's not dead to one of us or is dead to one of us, I think they had a show. I missed it. I was actually sleeping in yesterday. Oh, it was so nice. Saturday, I got to sleep in. Oh, I never get to do that. I was able to actually do that, and
that's nice.
It was well worth it. I slept through the show though, so I didn't sleep quite that long. But by the time I got up and drank coffee, and then saw that the show had been on and off, I missed it. I don't like the Gabe show.
I'll have to grab it on Stitcher.
For you people out there, that's right.
Because I like to keep track of what Gabe's saying. Because
he likes to keep track. Johnny likes
the show.
Johnny likes the and Gabe show.
Yeah,
he does.
And I was honored that Gabe has called me his mentor.
Ah, that's true. Oh, that's right. He has.
Yeah.
And I think what it is anytime he can use his Johnny-esque ways. How could he? What he's thinking about? Just do that. Just if he just hauls in like 5 random people to do the show with him. And all he has to do is sit back and talk about how fantastic it is.
You have to find the right 5 people,
That's true.
As random as my show sounds, I've picked the right people. And sure, they kind of picked me, but I've had to exclude people or move people along and play a balancing act. I've got the right balance. And sometimes it goes just a little off balance. And
every once in a while the mute button comes into play. Not very often. There's been a few times. I do remember that. They're usually when it starts getting ugly.
But Mars is great. He's a great second mic.
I don't think other than Mars sleeping or grinding coffee beans is the only time you've ever had to mute that
landing planes.
There you go.
That's the new one.
Yeah, but every once in a while I know that Neo, when she's not talking about boobies. She goes through spells. Especially if other people are calling. Yeah, there we go. If other people are calling.
Yeah.
Now, what Sir Mars says, I didn't pick gators. I blame Neo. There we go. That's what he says. All that fun stuff.
Well, that was fake. That bit because one night I was talking about how it is impolite to use different colored text in the chat room, and Mars got the reference, and that's when I realized, oh my God, you're that guy that hung out in the Sailor Moon chat room, and that's how we realized we knew each other.
Okay, now I don't know. You're going to have to go back and help me on the whole Sailor Moon thing. What is that? What And I don't know.
Japanese cartoon show about teenage girls in skimpy schoolgirl uniforms.
Okay, and there was a chat room involved, obviously.
There was a chat room involved because my roommate in college, LeVar, he was a big fan of Sailor Moon, and so
back
he
in the
would
Windows
hang out-
98 days, right?
Yeah, this was back in the
Okay.
Windows 98. Actually, I picked up a Windows 98 because right around that time, and he was hanging out in the IRC Undernet network in the Sailor Moon chat room, and so he, was always in his own little world in front of his computer typing away, and so I popped into the room to see what he was up to, and somehow started hanging out there because I figured, chat room about cartoon show for children that college-age people are into. There's got to be a lot of girls in this room, I'm thinking. College-age girls, not little girls.
Yeah, I guess you got to be careful.
I had to be
there.
careful because I realized I was going in a bad place here. Let's steer this clear away from where it was going. No, but yeah, so I was hanging out in the Sailor Moon chat room to try to pick up women that were older women into Sailor Moon, not children. Children were not hanging out in this room. Just making that clear. Yeah.
I was trying to make it a little
That-
more. There we go. That's what you had to do before.
And so there was kind of a love-hate thing going on in there. I loved trying to pick up women, and the women hated me trying to pick
them up.
and Mars was a regular there, and I mean, it was just, it's crazy how you get a bunch of random people across the country in a chat room, and a social.
It just goes to show what a small world it is. Because I'm guessing Mars still lives where he lives now, or continent-wise, or
yeah. Well, he's probably moved a few times, but I don't. I know I don't know where he was when we first start talking in the Sailor Moon room, but
not
that we talk a lot.
Gotcha.
But
he just goes,
point
"Oh,
is,
you're that guy."
A social structure broke out in the room. I mean, because there were people that were privileged people in the chat room, that they had the right to kick and ban people. They had the right, and then there were people, but they tried to set rules, and if you adhered to the rules, you were okay. But sometimes politics came into play. Someone didn't like you, they could enforce the rules more on you than they would on other people. Or, it was...
I'm sitting here thinking it's sort of like high school, but now I'm thinking it's sort of like NHB radio.
No, it's sort of like real. It's sort of like real life.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It just goes. Yes, you're right. Shit just got real because that's the way it usually happens.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
And there was this whole social status structure that existed in this. It's bizarre to think back to it. These are grown-ass people sitting in front of a computer, and this whole hierarchy and status and bullshit breaks out, it's, someone below tries to suggest, hey, this is unfair. Could you do it this way, and then you end up being banned and
You're
ostracized
banned.
because you are creating trouble.
BFL, banned for life.
Yeah, I was banned for life multiple times from that room.
That was cool. I just went in the world. I went in the world guy voice.
Yeah.
For banned for life.
So that's kind of
that's how real that was for you people out there.
Yeah.
That
So
just got real.
once we realized, oh my God, we knew each other in a former life, I guess he popped in so we could compare notes, and him and Neo been hanging out ever
That's
since.
interesting because you're exactly right. That is what happens. I mean, what happens anyway. It doesn't matter. I used to, when the previous John from the Dune and Bob Show, when we used to go to the clubs here in town, it was the same way there. There was those people that hung out over there. There was those that hung out over there. And there were the ones that, it's just very interesting. But I guess that's the way life is. You really can't get around that. The problem is the ones that you got the passive aggressive asshats there.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that a group
that
becomes a group of regulars that they know each other, and then it becomes almost impossible to penetrate that group and join it. And it's like, well, how did this group even come to form in the first place if outsiders were never allowed? At some point, it becomes that outsiders are a undesirable element. But
yes, unless they're brought in by a certain. He says our chat room was very much a communist society. I mean, he needed to wait in line for bread, you know. Well, I think that happens though. You're exactly right. When you are the new guy, you're immediately like, yeah, it's just, you know, anything else.
You know, we all know each other. Who's this person? Because like I remember, and I don't know details here, but this, you know, starts some thought. You know, AOL had a lot of chat rooms, and I was never on AOL.
I never was big in the chat rooms. I never did.
No, but I
couldn't spell.
But I remember my aunt talking about, like, they have AOL chat rooms, different things, and she was talking to, and she, you know, me, my mom, my aunt, a bunch of us in the family were really big on All My Children, and she was talking about, yeah, there's an All My Children chat room, and we were like, oh, is it any good? Or so, well, they all know each other, and they don't talk about All My Children, and you know, you go in there, and it's this group of people that they all know each other, so I stopped going in there. All right, you know, I just, you know, and that's the type of thing. You figure this group of people all know each other. It's like, oh, here we go, another All My Children fan popping in, checking out our little private group here.
That's right. What the hell are they thinking?
Move along, you know.
That's right. Nothing to see here.
And it's funny because that's the theme of the chat room. That's what brought the people together, and they end up being their own private group that never discuss the topic of the channel, and it becomes unpenetratable for other people to come in. If people want to come and discuss All My Children with a random group of people, you can't do that in the All My Children chat room.
Because we're talking about Zoe and her new baby or something.
It's
like that.
I don't think I ever saw Sailor Moon discussed in the Sailor Moon chat room. You know,
thinking back, you're going like,
It starts as a room to find a group of people that have a common interest, and then it evolves into this private group that never discuss that common interest, and then people who pop in looking for a group of people with that common interest come up across this unpenetratable group of regulars. It's bizarre.
So I'm trying to think. It almost sounds like NHB Radio's Ventrilo room almost.
Yeah, yeah. Any group.
Well, I guess in a case like that though, at least we were on topic, which was no topic. So that you're really okay. Because I mean, really, if you think about it, well, we talk about the same crap we talk about on the radio show. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, just
Heck, we should have just streamed the Ventrilo server instead of automation at some point. You
That's
know?
true. I never thought about that.
That could have been interesting.
See, I miss those days. I don't even know. I mean, I guess Ventrilo's obviously still around. There's Team Talk. There's all the different ones. But, I mean, I don't even know where people... Other than, I mean, there's all kinds of channels you can go to and listen to guys playing, or, you know, people playing the games, you know, the online games, multiplayer or whatever.
Right.
WoW stuff thing. I don't know.
I don't
Star
know
Wars,
myself.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The whole just, you know, hanging out.
Asteroids, Space Invaders, Pac-Man. Those are what the kids are into these days, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, we're real current.
Yeah, we don't get out much. That's what happens. But yeah, I don't know how those things work. I mean, I know different other radio stations. They have there was another radio station where I saw some people on one time, and I'd pop in there, and I'd go back and I'd check. No, nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. So I gave up.
That's the other thing is when the group becomes an unpenetratable private group or very difficult to penetrate private group, which there are rare exceptions, and I was one of those exceptions because I somewhat penetrated the Sailor Moon into a half regular status. I mean, I was clearly not. I wasn't there from the start, and I was kind of an odd duck.
They quit typing. You're not from round here anymore.
Right?
After
yeah.
a while.
No, he's this guy that we ban every now and then when he stirs shit up, you know. He's that crazy.
You haven't changed much, John.
Yeah.
You're sort of like the NHB days. John's a good guy, and sometimes once in a while we ban him, and then
and then he comes
you know, the funny
back.
thing is look what's happened now. Now you're the banner. You were the bannee back in the day, and now John is the banner, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, but when you become that,
who's got the big red button now?
And it's not necessarily intentional, but you become uninviting to outsiders. Eventually, you know, as the group ages, it fizzles out because people go off their own directions. Regulars split off, and you know that's what happened. You go to Sailor Moon. There's like 2 or 3 hardcore regulars that still join the room, but I don't think they ever look at the window. Because I've never seen a word spoken in there in the past like 5 years when I would pop in every now and then.
Oh wow!
And so that's kind of what's happening.
Is this like an IRC kind of thing or whatever?
Yes, IRC.
Because see, that's exactly the whole thing. I was so removed from the whole IRC that I didn't even start until I started with NHB and even messing with
IRC used to be the hot place to get.
Well, that was it.
MP3s.
Yeah, and then they had. Oh, really? That's
yeah.
where people were doing backups back in the day?
there were MP3 chat rooms, and people would set up bots that you could type commands to in the chat room to get a list of their MP3s and type a command to download their MP3s. So IRC was a great place to go to share MP3s and find people. And there were, really popular MP3 chat rooms that people had massive collections. And you go try to find something, and you set up one of your one of their scripts you could share your collection to. It was that to me was the place to find anything you were looking for in MP3s back in the day. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there was stuff going on online, but you really wanted to tap into some large collections, find anything you're looking for, get on the IRC and get in the MP3 chat rooms. That's where it was.
Pre-Napster and then pre-Kazaa.
Right. Napster came along. And
Napster came along and left, and then Kazaa was like, Kazaa was kind of like, I think that was like MP3s and porn.
Right. Yeah, Kazaa was a peer-to-peer thing. And then he had like the... what was it? iMesh, eMule.
I don't remember that. Kazaa, I think, was the last one I remember. That.
Well, I remember I was using eMule for a long time, but the problem with eMule was someone tapped into eMule to easily spread viruses through there. Anything you searched for, you would get at least one or two results that was your exact search term with a .exe at the end of it. and you always knew, don't download that file.
There's all kinds. It's funny they still have that crap today.
Yeah.
I know there was my wife got. It was a message, an email message about a package that was that the post office had tried to deliver and couldn't. And the funny thing is you would think they would at least write it in a little better English.
Right.
That's well, of course, you're not going to download and install a program, which is what it basically makes it. Click here.
Oh, I remember
to get your package.
Remember one day I got a phone call from the administrative assistant at our company, and she was all like, "I got this email about a package that they didn't deliver," and I wanted to, and I looked at them like, oh, "That's spam. Don't open that attachment."
Yeah, don't click on that, and then don't click yes, and don't click install, don't click really install.
I tried to open the attachment, but every time I open the attachment, the antivirus blocks me from opening it. And
see, it's right there. I'm sitting there going like,
"Thank you."
That's the whole thing. You got the person who doesn't exist to you.
Right.
That's his whole point. That you usually have to invite that crap in.
Yeah.
But that's just the thing. It just happens so easy. Like I said, that some people. Just click. What it is there's too many people that have clicked those things and have got funny cat videos. Those are the ones that get duped.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But it was just kind of funny because after my wife had seen that, and of course she didn't click on, thank God. But she knows better than that. But when she went to the post office later on that day, there was a banner there on the counter saying,
"We don't know your email address.
If you're here because of this." Yeah, that's exactly. It's just something else I don't think people think about.
How convenient is that? The post office went out of their way to look up my email address.
That's right.
Never given them.
Because you can just go do that,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the white pages, name, address, phone number, email address, right? Yeah, it works like that.
It's like, speaking of addresses, which is something I did want before I forget about it. It was kind of interesting. Are you one of those people? Do you keep your contacts from phone to phone to phone to phone to phone? If you know what I'm talking about, like your first phone, they could take it and they could hook it up, and they could download everything to a new phone.
My address book is on my. Well, keep in mind, my only phone is my work phone, which ties into my Exchange account. So
okay, well,
that has my address book.
Like for myself, I had always had phones, like my first flip phone, and then when I get a new phone, they download the contacts from there to my new phone, and the same thing happened clear up to the phone I have now, which is my my smartphone I have now. Well, what I noticed the other day, I was on my iPad. And I have, because of this and because of my, all my email addresses over the years that I've, from computer to computer to computer, there's just tons of contacts. And I go in every once in a while to try to weed out, duplicates or combined duplicates or whatever. And I was going through there And I noticed that because I use Facebook and actually tie it into my phone, there's a Facebook program that you can run that will find people on your phone that have Facebook accounts and then populate the picture for you.
Oh, nice.
As their contact picture, which is cool because it'll also keep it updated, which is kind of neat. You can run that once in a while. Well, what is interesting though is for people that have at one time had, say, number X and then no longer have that anymore, and now that number's been recycled, and a new person who has Facebook and actually puts that number on their Facebook account, it now populates their picture on there. Yes, people, I'm not crazy here. Because what happened, I was looking through it and say, let's see, Joe Schmo. And I go, that ain't no Joe Schmo. It's a picture of a girl or something like that. So what the? Well, and you'll notice also it says, it'll show the Facebook account of a person and go like, how in the hell did this get? Oh, that's what it's just interesting. It makes you just kind of think of that's how information can get so garbled. I mean, that's how come I get phone calls, trying to know if so-and-so lives here because they owe money or something like that. Because there was a few of them, believe me, there was a few of them that I saw and I thought, oh God, you got the wrong phone number, dude. Yeah. You've known people like that, the ones that, owed everybody and their dog money. And you can just imagine somebody ends up getting that phone later on in life. Oh, man. Because that actually happened to me in the early days. One of the first telephones I ever got, my first telephone number, I think it was my first divorce I went through. And I changed my phone number years and years and years ago. And I'm talking landline. I'm talking hardline number. Right. And I actually changed the number and signed up for, that's back in the day when you had to get your phone number. Plus you had, if you wanted long distance, you had to specify, I want, blah, blah company for long distance. And I never used a long distance until one day I decided to do it. And, I got the do, whatever, you don't have long distance number. And I'm calling up and I called the lady or called AT&T or whatever. I said, hey, I'm not sure. She goes, well, it's because you have an outstanding bill. I'm like, what? I've never, ever used this. And of course, then she goes, well, isn't your name Cheryl? Do I sound like a Cheryl? Something. Yeah. Well, I come to find out that whoever had my phone number before me had charged up so much crap that it actually still hung to the number, even though it wasn't their number anymore.
You think that they would not transfer that with the number?
You would think, yes.
They would have set you up properly from the start.
I'm just thinking it's just one of those things that just, muckety-muck, bad information in, bad information out, or something.
Now, once you pointed out the mistake,
yes, it was immediately cleaned, and it was fixed. But I think it's one of those things where information is automatically grabbed and populated into a system. Much like, you've been through the computer upgrades. I mean, you go from one to another, and sometimes it grabs the right fields, and sometimes it doesn't. Right. And that's what happens, I think. But I just, that's what happens. That's interesting on the phone. If you ever get a chance, if you're one of those people that, just go through sometime. If you do update your contacts with the Facebook app, it's kind of fun to do that. And go and look and go, ooh, that's not who that is. Something like that. Because
Mars writes in, I shall make a Facebook and put a sparkly bedazzled butt pic and add Dune as a friend. And then he needs this as an icon on his phone.
That's what I'm going to say. Here's my bedazzled butt friend. That's right. Not to be confused with the guy with the monkey butt. Totally different person.
No, that would be another one. So you have bedazzled butt and monkey butt.
Monkey butt. That's right.
There you go.
They could be friends with each other, but just not.
Yeah. Well, I think they're related. They're both in the butt family.
That's right. And who they hit it? But never mind.
That must be related to Bertha Butt.
Bertha.
One of the Butt sisters.
That's right. Gotta find a woman. That's right. There we go. So nobody got that. Oh, the fun stuff we do. It's like before the show we were talking about. Was it we were doing the, it wasn't the Butt sisters. We were talking Seals and Crofts. I think is what we
Seals and Crofts.
Which I don't know how that even relates to the Butt sisters.
We've gone from Seals and Crofts to the Butt sisters.
To the Butt sisters. That's how. Yes. That's how on the cusp of evolution that we are able to do that just with a flip of a switch. And you wonder why our information gets messed up. This is what happens. That was a good example of why my long distance didn't work 20 years ago or whatever.
There you go.
God, it was at least 20 years ago. Something
They thought it was a Seals and Cross number. Turned out it was actually a butt sister number.
The Bertha Butt Sister.
Bertha
That's exactly
Butt.
what it is. Because that's what happened. I think that's what it was the first time on the whole thing with the whole address thing. When I saw, I was just like, "Who is this person?"
Yeah.
Because he's and of course you never know. Because when it comes to Facebook pictures, and I think you pointed this out one time, didn't you have to go and prove you were you?
Yeah.
And they were showing you pictures of like a cow or something.
Right. Yeah.
Who's in this picture? It's a freaking cow.
Yeah, and for me it's a double whammy because I have a lot of listeners, and I mean,
and you have
not,
no idea
not
who
to
they
beat
are.
on my
That's
listeners, but I don't know them personally. So you show me a picture, I'm like, I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, I don't have no idea.
And then you got the person that like throws like the picture of like an empty field for their profile picture, and it's like
or
how am I
dog.
supposed to know who? And they only let you skip so many. It took me like it took me all morning, like 5 different attempts to pass that damn quiz.
You finally get, it's Dune, something like that.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, I know that one.
The guy with the wide face.
They just go, hey, if you know him, it must be good. Everything's fine. I know I've thank God I've never had that happen. I know they did say it wasn't eBay, wasn't their information compromised or part of it. I think.
Yeah,
I did
eBay
not get
is
it.
recommending you change your password.
Now, is that everybody or just the people they contact?
I'm thinking the thing is, I got a notification after I changed the password.
I did not. I did not get
their
one
notification said that they had detected an attack. The passwords were encrypted, but to be safe, they're recommending you change it anyways.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a I don't think they're completely sure what they got, but let's just be on the safe side.
Well, you never know. I mean,
right? So
that'd be my luck.
I would say it's probably smart. Don't wait for the notification. Just change your eBay password if you haven't already.
That's probably the thing to do. Because I don't know how that works. 'Cause like I said, can you still? I mean, I guess can somebody get in? I guess they could get into your account and can you still send stuff to your other places? I don't know how that works.
Well, if they can get into your account, it would be different. Well, the thing is it's multiple levels, multiple layers. I mean, because if they get into your account, you have to make a change. You got to confirm it with email. So next thing they're going to try to do is they're going to try to get into your email account. Now, if you're using the same password for your email account and your eBay account, that makes you much more vulnerable because then they could get your email account and your eBay account, make a change, and confirm the change.
I keep thinking maybe I need to do that one of these days and do the whole, LastPass or because I have the ability because of Apple has Keychain, which works really well. The downside is. And I know this is going to make you go, I don't know if you're one of those people. I don't lock my phone. Does that make you cringe?
Not really.
Some people freak. Some people go, you don't lock your phone? I mean, you get the big eyes, and they just, they can't. I just, maybe when I get if I get a new,
you decide what risks you want to take.
Well, here's
stuff.
the whole thing.
Care.
It's not as much the risk thing. It's just it's the convenience thing now, and that's the problem. I understand that I am risky, but I normally never have. I'm not too far away from it. Here it is right here. I'm never usually too far away from it. I usually have full control of it. But I guess my thing, if I had the newer iPhone with the fingerprint thing, where it was just as easy to do that as it was to do, I just don't want to have to type in a freaking 4-digit number.
Well,
every single time.
Our work has instituted a policy that they ask you to put a password on your phone. That way,
you know what? I would if it's a work phone, I would support that because it's they're the ones paying for it. They're the ones that don't need the.
That way, if someone steals it, they can wipe it, but at least they don't get any data.
Right. And I understand it completely. It's one of those things that there's just so many people out there. They just wig out. They just can't believe that I have a phone that's you don't lock your phone. Well, the whole thing too is that I've noticed too is especially around kids. And when I say kids, I'm talking anybody 40 and under. Is who I'm talking about because some people you don't want to leave your phone around some people. I have seen stories of people that have grabbed other people's phones, and there's been some horrible things posted on Facebook because of it. That could probably happen, somebody being a funny person or whatever. So, and I think because my nieces and nephews, I noticed when I was with them, they all keep their phones locked completely down, and I think that's the reason why. between that and not adding mom or dad to their Facebook account, which is always kind of funny to have to deal with. But I don't know. I don't know how that if that happens with other people or not. But I don't know. I think if I ever get a new iPhone and it has the thumbprint thing, I will go ahead and use it then, because it's probably a good thing to do. But between that and my iPad, I just don't want to have to put that stuff in there. Now, I don't know if Johnny's just being still or if he's actually locked up. Let's test this theory. Johnny, are you there? Johnny is locked up because he's done like what I usually do. He's complete. I noticed his video is getting a little choppy there for a second, and now it's like he's not even moving at all. I have the Johnny. There he is. Now I have two Johnnies up here.
My computer decided now would be a good time to blue screen.
I thought maybe it was a good time for you to put your new password in or something like that.
My motherboard still fights with the sound card every now and then, and so every now and then I still get a blue screen. And I just know, if I were to contact the manufacturer of the motherboard, they'd say it's a problem with your sound card. If I contacted the manufacturer of the sound card, they'd say it's a problem with your motherboard.
Now, how old is your sound card now? Is it one of those things? Is there a newer version? That I'm just saying I'm looking down the road when it comes time to build a new computer and whatnot.
Well, the new thing is to get USB sound cards, but the thing is that the wide selection of the USB cards that look right don't have enough inputs or outputs unless I get something that's got way too many.
I haven't even found one of those yet because I've tried. Is there anything like that out there? I mean, because
I'd have to find the links. And,
well, the whole thing is like, I just don't want to have to keep stacking sound card with filters on them. They work just fine, but after a while, it's getting a little ridiculous. Why can't they just make Why can't they just make a USB sound card that's freaking quiet?
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult?
Well, I don't know. I think some of the
well,
it depends what USB card you're getting.
Mine aren't. Mine require
your iMic cards. Those
my
things are
iMic
noisy.
cards, which I can't imagine why I tried to buy those. They're nice, pretty white. Sorry, I didn't mean to into my microphone.
They're nice and
they're very small,
compact.
And I had the filters. Crap. It's no big deal. I mean, like I said, I plugged the filter in, boom, it's fixed. Works fine.
If you need a filter, it's not a good sound card.
Well, it's just I don't know where that residual buzz comes from. It's just electronic. It's sort of like that laptop sound. I mean, that's what I used to do when I used to have a laptop. In fact, the one I sent Venison, I used to have that was one of the ones I used for, say, I think it was Stickcam was what that was for, and for other stuff. And I had to run a filter on it because it was noisy when it was plugged in. It had an audible hum to it that I had to run that thing to get rid of. Now, it worked, but I don't know. I'll find something. What I haven't found is like a multiple channel one. Is what would be kind of cool, I think, to try to find.
Right,
something like that.
That's what I use. I use. Well, I mean, I've got not USB, but they're in the.
Well, but I'm just saying, there's not that many. It's like, well, let's just say if you're Mac like I am, you don't have the choice. I don't know of anything that plugs in other than USB. That's all there is. I mean, you get one built-in sound card, and you like it, and that's the way you go on down the road. And I think a lot of newer computers are starting to go that way.
Yeah, the PCI slots aren't completely gone, but they are. Like I don't have as many of them as I used to have. But then again, I'm not using as many devices as I used to in them. So it is moving away from that.
Well, you think about it, first of all, the modem is long gone. Do they even have? By the way, that's something new. They used to have. They all went to built-in modems.
Right.
To no bone but all, I think is. I mean, why would you even bother anymore? I guess.
Well, if you need to dial into something, if there's something that you dial into,
still
I
rich.
mean,
if
some
you're that
companies
guy.
hold on to old things.
Gee, I wouldn't know anything about that.
I mean, people are still.
You shouldn't know anything about that.
People still fax orders.
That's right.
And it's like, why are you still using
fax
technology?
Listen, for you people, I had thought about this the other day. It's kind of funny. For the ones that do fax stuff, what you need to do is make sure and write a note at the bottom of the fax saying attention, this is the only copy I have. Can you please fax it back to me? That's a good one. Because every once in a while, usually that sparks a phone call. I've noticed. I've yet to have anybody actually fax it back, but I have gotten a phone call because of it. Going, what do you mean? And it's like, never mind. I'm just trying to be funny. This is what happens when you're on third shift and you send a fax. This is the kind of funny thing you think about. That's what that is.
That's you're that guy.
I'm that guy that if well, it's harmless. Come on. Now I wasn't one of those ones. Believe me, you've heard the stories of the people that would take and back in the days of the fax machine with the big roll of paper. The old
the
squiggly line and hook the tape and let it go. I don't know if that ever would. Did that really work? I guess. I mean, could a fax would a fax literally go forever? I don't know if it would or not.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Because I used to hate that because we had one of those fax machines years ago. Those ones where you come in the next day, and we had a box they were supposed to land in.
Right.
So you had the little scroll faxes.
Right. Yeah, they all curled up. They look like crap.
Yeah.
So you'd always take it, make a photocopy of it, throw the original out, and then you had the photocopy. That's on a neat page.
That's right. I'm thinking back. How many people, tree huggers back there were going like, "Oh my God." I think that was shortly the time we started trying to go paperless, which I think is funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Takes a lot of paper to go paperless.
It takes a shitload of paper to go paperless. I've never. I do remember there was a person that came in that was he was a IT consultant. There you go. You know the persons I'm talking about, and he had mentioned about that being one of his projects and going somewhere, and there was a corporation that was trying to go. I say corporation. It was some business that was trying to go paperless, and he walked into the boss's office or the owner's office. And he said there was literally not a square inch of the room that didn't have papers stacked somewhere. And he said, you can just imagine a case like that. This isn't going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
No, that's.
And it would be hard. I think today, in today's world, it'd be a little easier. I still haven't used. Now you where you are, you use the scanners and stuff like that. What I would like to try, and I haven't had experience with, are those. The scanners from the Neat Corporation, Neat as in Neat scanners or whatever. I don't know. I always wonder how well those work. The ones you could put anything through, and it does the on-screen, the OCD or whatever. No,
I'm not
OCR. Sorry, OCD.
I'm not familiar with those.
Well, they're like Neat Desk is what they're called.
You
see them advertised on TV and stuff like that. It basically, you can put receipts through. You can put anything through, and it populates. It actually takes the text and populates the computer with stuff like that. So like if it's a receipt, it'll actually populate,
right,
an expense form for you. I don't know. Something like that I think would be kind of cool.
It might be.
Back when I had, that's what I'd like to know. I was hoping maybe you had experience with that, but obviously you don't. So I'm talking to the wrong cat.
Yeah, so I don't know how it knows what fields go into what fields or what text.
I don't know
where.
You think about it, they have business card readers that do that will suck business cards through really fast, and it will populate your address book. I think it's one of those things where it takes a pretty damn good guess. Is probably what it does. But I don't know. I just if anybody ever had something like that, because back when I had rental property, I think it'd been nice to be able to be able to stick a receipt through there, and it goes to this and off you go. I don't know. It'd be one of those things I'd like to see, but they're not. That's the problem. Is it's something that it costs enough money where it's not something you would go ahead and throw the cash at just to try.
Right.
I think that's the whole point. But you have to be. Excuse me.
Yeah, you want some assurance that it works before.
Well, that's the thing. It kind of worries me now that I still have yet to find anybody who has one.
Right.
Because I don't want to be that guy that has, I'll be the one that does have it and go, yeah, I paid $500 or whatever those things cost, and there it is over there with my coat hanging on it or something like that. And plenty of stuff
which
like
very well could end up being.
That's true. I was going to say, because I don't even have a scanner anymore. My wife has a scanner in her office downstairs, which I've had to use, but I just don't have one anymore. I've even got to the point where I think taking pictures of stuff even works. I mean, that's something else that's amazing to me is the technology with checks. If I get a check from somebody, have you tried that thing with the phone yet? With a check?
No, I haven't
If
done
anybody ever
that.
writes you a check, well, yeah, if anybody writes you, my bank has this. I'm sure lots of them do, but you can actually take a picture of the front and the back of the check, and it will make the deposit for you.
Right.
Well, I just say that's pretty damn amazing. I think.
No, it is cool, but I don't
we've
get
got to
checks that much.
Well, just the whole thing. I don't either. But it's just that the technology is there to do that. I mean, the same thing. I think when I did my my taxes last time, I did it on my iPad, and I was able to actually take pictures of my W-2 form, mine and my wife's, and it populated. It did the same thing. It took all the information, populates all the fields. And it's amazing technology, but of course now that NSA has all that information, I guess they have it anyway.
Yeah,
we're taking pictures of everything. What's not getting pictures taken of it these days? Obviously, even bedazzled butts.
Bedazzled butts.
One of those are out there. So well, that happens. I haven't heard from Damon. I wonder where the heck he's been. He's odd that he hasn't called. He must be having a bad day. I got to catch a little bit of his stuff on, like he was talking about, the whole dog thing or whatever. So if it gets bad enough, I guess he'll call. He's probably too busy.
We should try to call him. We need to find out what's up with the dog.
What's up with the dog, and see if the dog is doing the typical DAM, not demon. No. Well, he's online. Hell, can't be too bad.
Yeah.
He's obviously not doing anything. He's just sitting there, according to his picture.
Oh yeah.
He's sitting there with his arm on his keyboard and his glasses on because it's too bright outside. No, he may not be around. This is his Skype line I'm calling too. I don't know if he keeps his Skype on his phone turned on all the time. No. Key is here. Does Damon have voicemail? We can find out. See if I can find something good. Holy cow, maybe he doesn't have his voicemail turned on.
Jeez, Damon, come on.
Wow. He's busy. Okay.
All right. Well.
No Damon today. Who else is there? I was trying to. There's all kinds. Is it Bob? No. I wanted to call, for whatever reason, I wanted to call the Bob from Take It or Leave It.
Bob Stein?
Bob Stein, but he's not on here either.
They
were actually on. Did you actually catch any of their show?
I haven't.
They did a show Thursday.
Oh, cool.
They actually did, which was kind of fun to watch. It was. I didn't really catch too much of it. They did try to use the Google Hangout thing. I don't know how well it worked out because they play a lot of music.
Right.
So I'm not sure. I think he was very well aware of the pop-up of what happens.
Right.
When you play the music and it gives you the pop-up or whatever. But it was, I don't know. Their show is fun to listen to because it kind of, there's some points in there that kind of make you cringe a little bit. That you want to go like, I don't know them. Just in case, if the authorities are listening.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea who they are. I do a show on Sundays, and that's it. That's all I know. So we'll have to. I don't know, but that's a good show. It's fun to listen to, though. But I think Bob is a hoot. I miss it's between listening to him and Kenny Kane.
Yeah.
Which I've still been trying to get him to call. And God, we're just begging for calls. What the hell? This is what's happened to us. We're trying.
Yeah, we've run out of material. We talked about the toilet seat.
Well, the toilet. Think about it. We went from toilet seats to monkey butt to bedazzled butts.
Yeah.
To Seals and Crofts. Clear back around to the Butt Sisters. I think that's what happened when we finally got all the way around
to the Butt Sisters.
When you start talking about the Butt Sisters, that's where you know it's actually happened.
Yeah.
Because we do have, yeah. Oh well, it's a random thing. Who's out there? You guys have pissed me off now. All three of you. I don't know how many people out there. I have no clue.
Yeah, because Venison's not picked up. Damon's not picked up.
Venison's not picked up. Damon hasn't picked up. I mean, all these people I just don't know. There's all kinds of people online. This is what gets me. If you're online and you're on Skype, that usually means that you have actually called in once before, correct?
Right. Although I don't know. I don't know who some of those people are.
Well, I have no idea who any of these people are.
Exactly. That's why I don't call them.
I mean, like there's like 4 different Seths, and of course you know a Seth.
I know a Seth.
So we don't know, but we don't know 4 of them.
No, I don't know 4 of them.
So we don't know if that's them or not.
Well, if there's one that hears a who, then
now there's
then
this
one.
guy. I think you know the Ted Webb guy. I think he calls into your show quite a bit, or he writes in. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Toonhead. I know the name. I don't know who it is.
Right.
Of course, Video Vamp. Actually, no, Video Vamp shows online.
There you go.
That's
who we're calling.
I'm thinking that's who we're calling. We actually know him. Now, he may not answer. He might be busy. You know, he's probably busy with something like that.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it says connecting and it just went quiet on me. I think he just went Sir Mars on us.
Yeah, probably.
Because it just says, all it says is connecting. He's too busy trying to push the button. It's not working. Mr. Vamp. Huh, I guess not. It just says connecting. So I guess he's gone. Damn. Holy cow. This is sad.
Yeah, I know.
Here, you know what? Here, we tried this last week. We'll try this again. We'll see if this one rings. This one has to do with 2 females and 1 vessel of holding water.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. Yeah, we'll see. And once again, what's it mean when it doesn't ring?
I don't know. It means Skype sucks. That's what it means. That's
exactly what it means. That's right.
It means that Skype is acting like a big old cup of something.
Yeah, something like that. There. Wow. Maybe that means we've just been blocked. Like between the hours of this and that.
Yeah.
We're not going to so no, and that's all the people that are online. That's it. Well, there's a crap load of people online. I just hate to randomly call the wrong person and get, well, you know what? I guess they wouldn't know it was me. Unless I could use Video Vamp's voice.
Hey, we can find other topics like you know, oh God, I forgot to bookmark it. I found the most fucked up Japanese game show this morning. I actually watched the video clip up.
It's actually worse than the ones that I love the ones that they show.
Whatever you can name, it's worse than that.
Well, the only ones I know of are the ones where they do the contest, where they have to run through the mazes and get beat down and whatnot. Because those are the ones I like. I like to watch those because I like to watch those because they have American people on them too. That I'm guessing just either live or work there or something. Because they're still overdubbed.
All right, here's the game show. Yeah, you take the contestants.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's 2 contestants in a way, one versus the other. And contestant 1 is a straight male porn actor. Contestant 2 is a gay dude.
Okay.
And the gay dude's goal is to make the straight dude come. The straight dude's goal is not to come.
Oh God! Wait a minute.
They got this box set up. So the straight dude.
I think I'm going to have to draw a diagram with my bulbous Sharpie.
All right, gazebo.
Okay, you think
gazebo.
Gazebo. No.
Gazebo.
So let's see.
Macadamia.
So let me see if I can. I'm going to start my little thing. So we got what symbol for straight dude? Straight line.
All right, yeah, straight dude standing up.
Straight dude. Oh, up. Now it looks like a right angle. Well, okay, we're going to go with that right angle.
All right, straight dude is standing up.
Okay,
now there is a box strategically placed that the straight dude is standing in. So you see him from torso up, and you see his legs. But box is covering the middle because straight dude is not wearing clothes at this point.
Straight dude in a box.
Straight dude in a box takes off his clothes.
Okay. I.e. no pants.
Now we are viewing from the side, so we see the straight dude's profile standing in a box.
Okay.
In front of the straight dude is a curtain for that side of the box.
Okay.
Gay dude gets on his knees and
what's the symbol for the gay dude, though?
Gay dude's kneeling.
I got right
angle
of the
straight dude.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a right angle going the other way.
You know what? Do I have a way that I can draw on my screen here on?
I think you do actually.
Let's see if I can find a.
I think there's a squiggly bot thing in there somewhere.
All right, let's see. Control panel is in the control panel. No, that's fine.
Let me see. It is.
If I could draw.
Chat, no. Google Effects, no.
Capture.
Well, I thought there was. Maybe there's not.
I
thought you could.
Let's see what's in the Google Effects. Now with my with that app that I used to use, but that was having problems. Let's see. I've got headwear, I've got eyewear, I've got facial hair, I've got props, I've got sounds, I've got backgrounds, and we're back to headwear. Shit, this sucks.
Well, they do have screen share. I mean, I guess you could.
What was the name of that program that I used to use all the time? Because it's not open right now, and I don't even know if I have it installed, but I'd like to check if I do by searching for it.
Well, I figured called Whiteboard or something like that. Or
No, the webcam program I used to use.
Oh, Webcam Max.
Webcam Max, that's the one.
Yes, that was. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Webcam Max.
You're taking your life in your own hands with that one.
All right.
Usually Webcam Max equals steal your webcam feed and never give it back.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to switch over to Webcam Max, and now we see a black screen.
Yes. And
so
you also sound like Venison.
I do?
Yeah. I think that's why you quit using Webcam Max. Keep talking, and we'll see if it stays.
All right, how about now?
Well, it's just a little scratchy, but I can hear you.
A little scratch. All right. So let's make this white. All right.
Here, I got to click on so it'll stay. There we go. For the people up there, now you have full control of the. There we go.
All right. So we got contestant A.
Oh, this sounds great.
This sounds great.
It's worth it. Yeah. By the way, Sir Mars writes, this is great. It's going to kill your PC. Just wait. This will be entertaining.
Okay. All right. So this dude is standing here, and there we go. And there's an eye. So that way you get that we're looking at him sideways, and he's standing.
Okay.
Although I don't know why he's taking a big step.
For the people listening, I'll basically stick figure, arms out, facing to the side is what he's looking at.
Now, conveniently, there is this box over here.
Gotcha.
That we will fill in. So there we go.
Okay.
Because we don't want to see the naughty bits. Because
basically, the dude's junk is covered up because he's in the box.
Right, he's in the box. Now, there's a curtain at this side of the box. We'll signify that. We'll say it's kind of a red curtain. So that's
red curtain in front of the dude's.
Red curtain in front of the box over here. And so now they bring in the gay dude who is kind of on his knees, so to speak, over here. Who is,
it's a little short pygmy gay dude there. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, not drawn to scale. So the gay dude crawls into the curtain, and the gay dude's goal is to make the straight dude come. The straight dude's goal is to not come, and the clock is set for 40 minutes. This is the game.
40 minutes?
40 minutes. Gay
wow.
dude's got 40 minutes to make the straight dude come.
Let's see if I can. I'm going to take a picture of this and post it on Facebook for the people that don't know. There we go. For the people that don't know what's going on, I'm going to go. If you want to go to the Facebook page.
That's a horrible drawing, by the way.
But listen, Johnny, it ain't much, but it's all we got.
That's all we got.
That's all we got.
But this is the game show. Now, mind you, I'm watching this morning. At some point, my
you know what? Now that
can
you turn Webcam Max off now that you've done that, because you are so venison, it's ridiculous.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, if you could, please. Here, let me.
All right. Is this better?
Thank God, yes.
All right. So that's what's going on, and plus. The gay dude, I don't know if they're adding sound effects or he's making the sounds, but there's all these, they sound more like fart sounds than blowjob sounds, but there's all these fart sounds coming out from...
Okay, for you people that want to know, if you go to NHP Radio's Facebook page, I've now posted the picture of what Johnny's talking about. And Johnny,
people are going to see this picture that aren't listening to the show and going to wonder, what the fuck?
That's what happened. You know what? You missed out. Screw you. This is what happens when you don't listen. It's only 2 hours a week. We don't ask for much. Come on.
But that's the game show. That's the game show they have in Japan now. Straight dude tries to not come while the gay dude tries to make him come by giving him a blowjob in a box.
Let me tell you, TV's come a long ways, even in Japanese terms. I'm a little, wow.
And, the gay dude, at the very end, the gay dude won.
And the straight guy never was the same again. I'm guessing.
No, he was not. He was very disappointed.
Now, I have to say, what is the prize? That's a good question.
Oh, he got a prize.
Well,
and he swallowed every drop of it.
Oh, God. I didn't mean that guy's prize, Johnny.
Well, I don't know what.
I wasn't referring to the man behind curtain number 1.
Well, that dude won. He got the prize.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He made the guy come.
Let's say had the other guy won. I don't know what the prize is. I guess
it's his pride.
The downside
is his prize.
The downside is no matter what, there was a dude sucking your junk, man. Come on. Yeah. That's all. That's what it boils down to. I mean,
I think
if you really want to break this down to this basic level of ooh.
I'm thinking no matter what, he got paid to do this.
Yes.
It requires money.
I'm sitting there trying to think to myself, when you take that phone call, Mr. Gators, I have this idea for a game show, and I'm wondering if you'd like to do this. The way this works is a dude. No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes you wonder where's that? Because you have to wonder, there's with everybody, unfortunately, there's a price point. Where does it get to that point where you just have to go, oh, God? No. Because you're thinking about, hey, Johnny would like to have a house. Better be a damn nice house. Yeah, that's true. Wow. I don't know. I just... So does this actually, do they speed this up so it doesn't take the full 40 minutes at least?
I did not watch a full 40 minutes. So
well, I'm just saying, is that how long the show is? Because otherwise,
I don't think so.
Are they pretty much just trained on the dude out of the box? Is that what they're showing more than?
If you want to see this, I can find the clip.
I don't know if I really do, because I'm afraid if I click on it, then it's on my computer forever.
It was funny. It was funny. I just need to find it again. I've lost it. I somehow... how did I... Oh, wait. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. 12 insane moments from Orgasm Wars, Japan's...
And that's the name of it, Orgasm Wars.
Blowjob game show. Yeah. Here, I'll send you this link.
And you have to wonder, where does this come from? Oh, I don't even have... Wait a second. I don't have my Trillin up. There we go. It's on its way.
All right, there we go.
There's the sound. Of course, I'm going to get the first beep.
There you go.
Well, the first one is AOL going, hey, you've signed on more than one place. I don't want to click. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to do it. Oh, this is horrible.
See? Isn't that
this
kind
is
of what
terrible.
I drew? That's what I drew.
Oh, my God. Okay, now I have to take a picture of this.
I forgot I still had the tab open.
Well, I never thought about it. I guess people might want to know.
I could have screen shared this, actually.
Let me get this to focus in here.
Well, here, I'll screen share it.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it on Facebook. That's where it needs to be.
There it is. See? There. That's what's going on. The box is there for your convenience.
So this is... Here we
he
go.
Looks at...
Yeah, the sad thing is, I just realized something here.
Yes.
Now this picture is on my phone.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. At least I did put it to the correct...
Dude, let me tell you, you've married the right person when she walks in while you're watching this, and she comes in to watch it with you, and you both laugh together at this thing.
I think you you know what?
Because I'm not sure you have that kind of marriage.
I don't know. I'm telling you what, though, because this is so disturbing, though, I'm now going to my phone. Oh, great! It's in my photo stream. Marvelous. This is just. This is priceless. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, dude.
Oh God, photo stream.
Always glad to help you out there.
Deleting from photo stream. Delete. Great. Oh,
So
stop! It won't let me delete it.
If you scroll down to like close to the bottom of the screen, there's the link that you could actually play the video and watch the whole thing. It's about 10 minutes. I was laughing my ass off. It is subtitled, so you can read along.
And it says we already knew Japan was the global leader in female masturbation bars. Really? I did not know that. It says, mega burger pizzas, what? And virtual handjob reality. Wow. Scary.
But now they've outdone us in oral sex-based game shows, too.
That's...
On each episode of Orgasm Wars, a gay man tries his hardest.
The whole thing is, I've noticed this appears to be... Now, is that an actual Japanese dude? Because he appears to have red hair, which
that's
too many have.
Japanese dude. They were both speaking Japanese.
Okay, and then... And what's even scarier is when you look at the guy... I know I'm going to regret this. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, though.
Oh, great.
Let me,
Yeah, you got to read the subtitles.
You got to read... oh, and of course, this guy is... Oh, geez, this is scary. Oop, sorry. Oh, what did I do?
What'd you do?
Oh, I think I opened up... oh, I went full screen. I don't want to go full screen.
No, you want to go full screen.
No, I don't want to do that. I was going to actually... Actually, that's not working. I was going to try to put this on the screen. This is really disturbing, Johnny. I really don't know any other way to put this. This is.
Well, we've said it all. I think.
That's just. I don't know. I'm trying to think to myself. First of all, how much money is because look. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and. Here, I'm going to go ahead and...
There's some interesting dialogue on that on this show, actually. It's really worth... our listeners should, do a Google search and find this.
Here's the whole thing. Is if you look at the... First of all, you can tell that this is a high-class quality deal going on here. Because, I mean, the backdrop... I'm going to have to go ahead and click on... Here, I'm going to have to go ahead and click on screen share so people can see... No, where is it? Screen share, and where is the dude getting his weenie sucked by another dude? There it is. The backdrop is pretty priceless.
Yeah,
it appears to be here. I'll click on so you can.
They're pretty much like in the middle of a warehouse, and the show makes that pretty obvious. I mean, it starts when they basically have the warehouse like door, like garage door type thing open up, and the gay guy comes in, and.
I was trying to make it, but yeah, that's and then here is the
video.
Which
video. We got to watch this. There
we're gonna
you
watch
go.
a little bit of the video. It's small, so it's not going to show too much.
Yeah, he's just in his warehouse, and there's that's the straight dude and his manager.
You know what's sad is, and his manager. I would almost say if I had to pick which one was the gay dude, I would. Well, now that they show the guy walking.
Yeah, that's the gay dude.
He's doing the quintessential, he's doing the rye walk. Oh, he's like, hey. For lack of a better term. I'm sorry. They have to wonder on this. Now, look, they got the classic Volkswagen sitting there.
Yeah.
So this is obviously done in an old auto shop. I mean, look at the background. Look where they're at.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like an old building.
This is low budget.
Yeah, this is extremely low budget. And here he goes. Oh, as I was going to say, here he comes. That was probably a bet. No. They're going to contain their life. Now, they do. What I do like about Japanese game shows, if you notice down in the corner, they do have a cute girl.
Yeah.
That she's, oh, that's really all. That's what her job is.
And they start by exchanging business cards here.
Okay. Now, what would this guy's business card actually say, though?
Professional gay dude.
Hi, my name's Ricky. I blow Dicky. No, sorry. I'm not going to. Yeah. Wow, I'm so going to hell
Thank
now.
you, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Going along with this nicely.
Glad I cut that off there. And this guy going like, I rarely ever come to a guy that's got his lips around my wiener. Oh, great! Now I got that one. There's number two.
They're now basically taunting each other. I will
That's
make you
right.
come. I won't
That's
make
right.
you come. I will. I won't.
That's right. You got the, and of course this poor guy here.
Yeah,
There's the guy who's actually the I'm thinking he's the chauffeur is what he is.
No, he's the straight dude's manager.
Why do you have to have a manager for something like this? Is that the way it works?
Apparently, I don't know. I didn't make this show. I just watched.
He is the straight yang manager is what we would say in the States.
The straight man's manager.
Straight yang. That's right. I guess I may have to. And they're still taunting back and forth. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Here we go.
Great picture right there. That
round
works.
1, fight.
That's right, round 1, and of course the guy has the robe on.
They bow.
They bow like they should. And of course, who's the dude with the fan? Is he in the back? Was he like an umpire?
He's helping. He's going to help the gay dude.
Does he call a foul?
They fan the gay dude as things heat up.
Oh, I see.
Which is also hilarious.
Because you wouldn't want an overheated up gay dude. Because
exactly.
that would be something you couldn't show on TV.
I mean, things get hot in the box, you know.
That's right. You don't want the box getting too hot. That's right. Okay, so
he needs to warm up by gargling a bit.
He's now. What is it? It appears to be a red liquid, which he didn't, by the way, decide to drink. He spit back into the.
He's a
bucket.
spitter at this point.
He's not a swallower. That's my God. This is terrible. This is you always wonder about stuff getting cut out for automation. This isn't one of them.
I think this is.
This is. You're not going to hear this crap. No. Okay. Okay. This guy now, of course, gay dude. Oh, now he's going to stick his head through the box. This is almost like the whole dick in the box thing. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
pants are coming down.
Oh no! Come on. Oh.
Well, how else is he going to access things?
It's one of those things. Like, and of course.
Now he calls the other guys to come have a look.
They have to. Oh. Oh no! He's talking about his junk in the box there. You know.
Yeah.
Now, the straight guy seems to kind of like this though. If he knows, he's like, yeah, that's right, ladies.
He's probably had something to drink by this point. I'm
thinking you're probably right. Oh, now there's the bell. There's actually a bell.
Yeah, he's going in.
There
they go. And they're off.
Oh, he has good sensitivity, the guy. Now, this guy here, ooh.
He's closing his eyes now.
Now, how far did you go into this?
I watched the whole thing.
Okay, so I'm actually going to skip ahead a little bit. Now, this appears to be him trying really hard not to let the other guy win. Oh, but yeah,
They're great sound effects on this.
They're right here. I'll turn that up a little bit. Oh gosh, the box is shaking. He says. And I don't know what he just said. He just called the guy Ivan, I think.
I'm close, he said.
Yes. Oh, now he's talking. Well, don't say it. Now, obviously, that's the... Now, wait, do they have to prove it? Does he have to get out and...
I don't know how they prove it.
Oh,
but,
wait. He's getting the tissues. Oh, so he's... Oh, Okay. There, he's a winner now. They both look winded, though.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, I lost. Crap. Good, I won. Okay. Oh, wow. Johnny, you've... Wow.
Yeah. I need to figure out where to find more episodes of this now.
Oh, man.
Are they going to put out a DVD box set of this?
It just makes you kind of wonder. I guess,
Now, does the winner go on
if you're willing to
round,
work, if you're willing to work, there's jobs out there. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not going to preface it with anything. I'm just going to say if you're willing to work, there's things for you to do.
You might have to relocate to Japan.
You might have to relocate. Yes. Yes. Might want to wear a mask. But at least there, I guess nobody know you. I guess. Oh wow. Where does this crap even come from?
I don't know.
And think about this. Imagine pitching this to the network guy. That's what gets me. Oh, I got this idea
For a blowjob game show.
Because I mean, it doesn't work. Because if you think about it, if you put females in there, it doesn't work. Now here's the thing. You'd always have the one. Well, what if you had the gay dude, and you used a woman to do this? Well, the problem is there would be lots of guys pretending to be gay dudes. Is what would happen.
Yeah, and I don't think a gay dude would mind so much. It's just like, well,
that's a good point. I never thought about that.
But what you're doing is great.
See, that's. I think that's a whole total.
That's
a whole not fair
kind
of thing. Because I don't know. Because I can't. I wouldn't say if the tables were switched. If a female lesbian would be the same way. Would be going like, oh no, you're not touching me. No way. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know. There you go. I don't have people at hand to ask these things anymore. We used to have resident people we could just call up,
right,
and say, hey, by the way, but we're not going to do that anyway. We already tried to call Vamp, and never mind. I was going to say he has the most experience, but that's really not true and sounds wrong. It is true, but it sounds wrong. But it's not true. It's not true in the way that we're trying to say, though.
Vamp?
Yeah.
Ow!
There, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Your balls are showing.
Oops, that's the wrong ball clip.
Vamp has spent more time.
Yes.
In close proximity. There. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
That's what we'll leave it at. That's one of those things. I don't. This is what happens.
Let me make something really fucking clear. I suck dick.
I
like the cock.
See, I don't know.
I banged a goat.
See, obviously a little bit. Not
there
really.
we go.
But a good enough thing we should call.
That's his victory song.
Oh, I guess it was ringing the first time we tried to call him. Let's see how busy he is this time.
Yeah.
Probably not too busy, I'm sure.
Hello.
Hey, that's you. You're there.
Yeah.
Are your ears burning at all?
Not even a little.
Oh, okay. Well, just a little bit. We were just saying that we were enjoying a new game show from Japan.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It's extremely awful.
We have broadened Dune's horizons here and
yes.
Ruined his internet search history.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm no longer able to pass any NSA, background
Not to mention
checks
the pictures that are on his phone now.
Yes. Well, even though I've deleted them, I guess even though you've deleted the pictures, they're still there, aren't they?
And nothing dies on the internet. Haven't you learned that yet?
Yeah.
Someone find Dune's ass for us.
It's there. It's always there. But
it's
no,
that's
what it was. We tried to call you earlier, but you didn't pick up. We figured you were busy, so we haven't talked to you. We just haven't talked to you in a while.
So it's really your fault that we end up talking about this horrible Japanese game show, because if you had picked up, we wouldn't have had to. I wouldn't have had to have brought that up for a topic.
We were completely prepared to talk about, but that's okay. We didn't have time.
Yeah, we decided Apple needs to make a toilet seat now.
That's true. That's where it started. That's where this whole thing started, sadly enough.
Right.
Bluetooth.
I don't think that's really part of their brand integrity long-term plan.
Well, I think what it was is the Bluetooth-enabled part of it is they don't have to actually make it, but somebody will make an app for that.
There you go.
That's an app for a Bluetooth toilet seat?
Bluetooth toilet seat, yes.
Okay.
We don't know what it does yet. We haven't figured that out.
I had some
all
ideas.
Apple has to do is not I don't know, stop it from being released.
Oh, there we go. I mean, think about it. There's enough people that want to buy the watch that we don't know whatever happened with. So I don't know if it.
Watch. Who cares?
Like I say, does anybody? Yeah, I think it would just go ahead and strap your phone to your wrist. But they already have those anyway, don't they? The people that run, the ones that go around your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just do it that way. So that's what my whole thing too. That's one thing I wish if Apple would actually get a funny bone in them for a change and just go ahead and take the iPad Mini and put a phone in it.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
They should start using redundant lexicon like the iPad Mini.
Well, the whole thing is, I think the phones are getting so ridiculous now. I say ridiculous. There's nothing. If you like, big screens are awesome. I like. I can't carry. I don't have the capability to carry one around. They're just getting to the point where they're too big, but they're great to use. But I think just go ahead and just do it. Just take the iPad Mini, put a phone in it, and say there. You can make your Note 2, 3, 4, whatever. Until you get to this, shut the hell up. Just be. Right. I don't know. This is something like that. That'll ever happen.
But I don't think we've finished filling in Vamp just what the theme of the game show
I know, because it's disturbing me. I don't know if I want to bring Vamp into our personal hell. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be brought into your personal hell.
I was going to say, the only reason we even used you is because you had more experience firsthand with a person who would have liked a show like this.
I see.
Not to say that you would like it. I'm saying,
Well, basically, you take a straight dude, you take a gay dude, and it was a, the gay dude's goal was to make the straight dude come, and the straight dude's goal was not to come, and there was a box.
And that's
involved.
The game show, and that's an actual Japanese game
show,
which is
blowjob. The game show was basically what it was.
It's very disturbing that this. Yes,
that is highly disturbing.
It's very disturbing, and the bad. Like I said, that's what I told Johnny. I said this just goes to show if you're willing to work, there's jobs out there. That's right. That is all there is to it. Now, I'm not.
Now, what is your job description? Don't have an orgasm?
See, I don't know, because I would love to see the W-2 form on that.
Well, the straight dude is a porn star or a porn actor. The gay dude, they didn't say what his profession was, but he was very good at what he did.
We guess he was good at his craft, though, because
he was good because he did win.
Yes, right. He did win.
I sent you the link, Vamp, so you can go ahead and peruse that at your
don't
leisure.
do it. Just take our word for it.
Gators, I'm sorry. Like,
oh, come on.
Yeah.
Me and my wife were laughing our ass off this morning watching the video clip. It was great.
It is funny because it is captioned so you can read what they're saying, which it's funny towards the end there. They don't have to even use the words anymore. They're pretty, because usually that last few seconds is usually there's no it's pretty. It's sort of like the
facial
sound
expressions of each person says it all.
It's it's almost the sound of a shotgun. Everybody knows what it is. You don't have to be told.
Right.
That's kind of. Yes, exactly. There you go. So that's what happens. Oh man, I don't know.
It's a very classy show.
I guess it's one of those things that however many channels they have here in the U.S., the Japanese have at least one more.
Of course they do.
At least. I've never been to Japan. Now, actually, Johnny, you know a person in Singapore. Isn't that where Brian's from? Or?
I don't think this type of TV flies in Singapore. Singapore's a bit different. If you step out of line, they hit you with a stick.
Publicly.
That's all I know about Singapore is cane.
That's what's on Singapore's extra channel, actually.
Is the cane? I got you.
I bet it's a government-sponsored network, actually.
That's right. Cane TV.
It's called the Schadenfreude.
Not to be confused with my cane. Whole different thing, but that's true. Oh, that's scary stuff, man. I just have to think, in a country where it has, I guess France they have stuff like that too. I mean,
I don't know.
Other than the girls with the underarm hair, topless, I don't know what else they have. But,
last time I was in France, I don't think girls do that anymore. I think it's like the English and bad teeth. It's kind of gone.
I think that's what it is we watch too much TV.
Right.
We still think that France is basically, bad old 70s porn.
Right.
And reruns of Austin Powers. that's what we think, or that's maybe Britain, I think. I guess. Britain, but that's what it is. So what have you been up to these days, Jason? I mean, we don't hear from you anymore. You do a show every week, which we applaud. By the way, we love.
Yes, thank you.
To listen to. You're one of us.
Yes.
You are of the, because that was one of the things that Damon, we had to tell him, say, hey, there's still
people
out
there standing.
There's still people out there still keeping the flag showing, you're flowing there, whatever, and you're one of those guys. So
I am one of those guys.
That'd be nice.
I've just been busy as hell. I don't know. I don't quite know what to tell you. I've been working on a number of projects.
Taking care of those.
Well, less and less. I mean, really, it's turned into higher level development. I've evolved as a nerd.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I mean, when people call and say, I need my fixed, you might be too busy? Is that what you're saying? Or?
Sometimes,
I bet if it's a hot chick, you'll tend to fix the...
You can't always tell on the phone. Just ask Damon.
You're exactly right. That's true.
Please send a picture, and I'll decide if I have enough time for you.
Yeah, that would go over well. That would be a great thing to put on Yelp.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. The guy asked for a picture, but he came right over. I don't know if you want that for a review. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, no, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you.
Things are pretty great.
I mean, as long as you still have unlimited bandwidth and, internet that will allow you to do so.
True.
That things are still must be okay.
Yeah.
One of those deals.
I don't know what to tell you aside from things are just awesome.
Well, good deal. I said we don't get to hear the whole music thing doesn't happen as much anymore. I'm guessing that's more of your personal time when you go out to.
Well, I don't
because
really
we still
have
see.
personal
Well,
time
we still every once in a while we see the nightclub pictures where he goes out and posts the pictures of the raves or whatever. I don't know. Am I using an old term anymore?
They're not raves.
They're not raves.
Raves are thrown in the middle of nowhere, and they're usually not legal.
Yeah, and usually people die with really low class ecstasy or something like. Yeah. You're talking about just actual clubs and stuff. Which is kind of. I haven't. See, that's one of those things. If I ever do get to make it down to your neck of the woods, you have to take me somewhere like it because I've never been to one of those clubs.
You want to be so Dune. You want to be okay. There's only one benefit to the photography that I do because I don't charge money for it. It's too much work. So like even if they were to give me $100, it's like I feel like I'll end up hating it in the long run. So I don't charge it. I don't charge for it because I don't want to wake up one day and hate it. However, there is one benefit to doing this kind of work. I get to be the guy who, when there's a line around the block, I get to be the guy who walks straight in, does that chin nod.
Oh, and the dude, the big guy, the guy with the clipboard lets you in. That's cool.
Absolutely.
I was getting ready. I was gonna have Johnny play the booby sound bite because that's what I was thinking you were gonna say the benefit was.
No.
That's what I figured.
Oh.
That's where my mind. Yeah, that's where my mind was going.
Boobies.
Gotcha.
What was that? Well, that's cool. So you get to go in the play. Well, that's cool. The whole thing is my whole experience, other than watching videos, has been there was a really good Saturday Night Live clip that was recently. I don't know when it was aired, but it's of a guy doing the
When will the bass drop?
When will the bass drop? Yes.
Oh, yes.
If you get a chance, go and Google that. It's kind of funny, and it's
hilarious.
But that's what I'm saying. That's unfortunately that's what I think it is. You know.
That's what you think of when you think of clubs?
Well, to an extent. Now, I don't think people's heads blow up. You know.
I would love to see that.
You should be happy because before that, I always thought it was like from the original movie, The Blade.
Yeah.
Where when the bass dropped on that one, blood came out of the ceiling.
Right, and then like all the vampires go crazy.
And they go crazy. That's so there. So at least I have moved on. Where only now people's heads explode. That's it.
Right.
Which is not slightly. I guess the other one, your head didn't explode. You just got your head bitten.
Right.
So I don't know, something like that. So
now
you'll have
self-exploding.
You'll have to take me and go. We'll have to go beyond the stereo.
The guy who gets to walk in behind the guy who gets to nod.
Dune beyond the stereotype. There we go.
Exactly.
That's true. I've never been a VIP. This will be fun.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool.
Yep, I can go as one of two things. I can either go as somebody important that he's so important you don't even need to know his name.
Right.
Or I could be the guy carrying the extra lenses.
Well, you'll probably be both guys.
Okay, there we go. That's all right. Who are you? I carry the lenses.
Right.
I know what the little number 8 turned sideways. I know what this crap means, so I'm able to hand him the right one.
It means infinity.
I know. See, okay, so I'm not the only guy that knows that.
Okay.
There. Fine. But thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you.
I try to help out where I can.
There we go. Oh, well. This is what happens.
Well, heck, if you watched Schoolhouse Rock, you know that, because at the end of the number 8 multiplication, they tell you on its side it means infinity.
I don't remember that part.
Oh.
I'm still thinking I'm just a Bill. It's got to be the favorite one. That and conjunction junction, that's always a good one, too.
Conjunction junction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Or an interjection.
Okay, so I forgot that.
Lolly, 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 get to your adverbs.
Adverbs here. Okay, God bless. I guess I'm going to have to go back and YouTube my Schoolhouse Rock and get caught up.
3 is a magic number.
Yes. Wow, Johnny. Holy cow. You are truly disturbing when it comes to the force of
That was a little frightening, John. I'm not going to lie there.
He knows he does.
Well, I did have the multiplication rock VHS tape, and in high school, my English teacher actually made us watch Grammar Rock on VHS. I don't know why, but
I thought you were going to say in high school your only purpose was to not get laid.
No, quite the opposite.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think his purpose. Yeah, I was going to say, I think he tried. I
tried. No, I didn't try to get laid. I tried to just get a date, and I failed miserably.
Now Samar says Pluto is a planet. Bleh. I learned Pluto is a planet. That's hard to say. Gosh darn it.
No, it's a dwarf planet.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, because it doesn't clear its own orbit. You know, Neptune. If Neptune wasn't there, Pluto would totally be a planet.
Pluto will always be a planet. Shut up.
There we go. 19 seconds, Vamp. Take it.
Today that I learned that gators tried to get laid in high school and failed.
Today I learned Vamp's mixed up his show endings.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
NXTradio.com.
Tuesday and Wednesday. Take care, guys. We'll see you, Vamp.
Peace.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful. Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh! It just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not.
We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Boys, shoot the radio.